No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stepped. The 13. To the air, it's Klubnik. Got it behind the line, it's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. Unleashes one. It's caught. It's a seam wide open. The 30. Inside the 10. And he
just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Power football with the run. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on third down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU!
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He wants to change this route. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Klubnik. Got the quick pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. On the move at the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Thank goodness gracious, this dude is on fire. I mean, he's already got 100 yards. We're in the first quarter. Like, I might want to think about double-teaming that guy. If he goes to the water bottle, I'm going to double-team. Whatever he does, I'm on it.
Wants to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
This offense looking at a third down after that last completion.
Timeout, Clemson.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Flips it out in the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the right, and his throw is incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, it's Williams. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Clemson jumps to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At midfield, he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
LSU 21, Clemson 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Randall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. And down he goes back at the 3.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Might be changing the route. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. They'll line up for a second down play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Offense gets set for second down. Reads it, fires complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Takes the easy completion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Now on the move. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Lets it fly. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
That's exactly exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Using his legs to buy some time. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Release to the back. Got a man. It's Haynes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He wants to go deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Snap it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Makes the grab. It's Green. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Good enough for first down.
New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
For the offense.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The option look. For the tackle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Deflected near the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Now the pitch. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. They make the stop, but not before the change move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ear.
There he goes down the right side. It's a running room. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball in the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Just a little off. Incomplete. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Clemson, 21.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
We talk about having to have it. needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out with the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets them to the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On third down, going up top. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Motion from the wide receiver. Lets it fly. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Unloads it left. He's got an open man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football though.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got a man. It's Durham. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
On the run, it's Durham. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. He'll do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll run it from the gun. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Good enough for first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Corners are going to bail. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, LSU.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was